So separa selesai 60 is the second box. So we can see bilangan orang telah selesai 116 involving 67 properties structures. Cost of 2.46. Separa selesai 42 people involving 24 structures. Cost 326 taken, 500 not taken. Belum selesai is 36. Involving 19 structures. So I think these are the figures as of 24th December. Since 2008, this is what the Pakatan Rakyat government has done. The most important feature of the entire flood mitigation project for the Sungai Pinang, which has 4 phases, is the second phase. The first phase was completed in 1999. This is the one that comes right up to the bridge, you know, the red color bridge. This is the one which you can see physically, the red bridge at Julutong. Basically, I always say that's how wide and how deep the entire river should look once the project is completed. Now what happened is, after 99, because the second phase is the biggest and comes into the heart of Georgetown, it involved many people. And Barisan Nasional must have thought it very sensitive, so they did nothing. The second phase never never got off the ground. Okay. Since 2008, we formed a special committee to address the issue of relocation, and I'm glad to say that as of 24th December, these are the facts and figures. Currently, my instruction to JPS is to expedite the second box, because this one already they have agreed. The only issue is maybe they are being relocated, so there are many houses, what you call low-cost flats, that you can see at the back. So I want them to expedite that. Sometimes they can't get loan. Sometimes the low-cost unit needs refurbishment, because some of these low-cost units have been there for too long. It needs to be refurbished. So these are things which take time but can be done. So I ask them to focus on that, because once this is ready, the belum selesai, we will look into it. But what I have asked Lau Chu Kiang, and he has agreed, is we will start the project even though we still have this last box. I want to see this project started next year. And this brings me to the most important point now of this PC. This project cost 150 million. Sorry, 150 million, which the federal government have already agreed. And it is in the Rancangan Malaysia ke-9 roll over to Rancangan Malaysia ke-10. Now we are asking for it to be rolled over to Rancangan Malaysia ke-11. So today I called for this PC to get YB Lau Chu Kiang confirmation that money has been given by the federal government. Because the federal government talks about janji ditepati, so we want confirmation that money is there, so that we can start with this project even though we have not completed the relocation. Because I see no reason why that cannot happen. Because in the Deepawali function that I had about a month ago, YB Jeff Uy was present, the Julutong MP, and he made in his speech an announcement which deeply worries me and concerns me, because he said in Parliament, he asked the question about the budget allocation of 150 for Sungai Pinang. In Malaysia, there are 20 flood mitigation projects in the whole of Malaysia. On the island in Penang is Sungai Pinang. What the answer he got, and this one you have to confirm with YB Jeff later, but I remember this what he said at the Deepawali function. He said, untuk kesemua 20 projek mitigasi ini, peruntukan sebanyak 300 juta diberi. How can 300 juta be enough for 20 when Sungai Pinang alone, one in Penang Island, is already 150 million, which was already promised from RMK 9 to RMK 10. So there must be some clarification here, and there must be no compromise on what has been dijanjikan. And we have it in writing because JPS is given, this is your budget. And that they cannot deny, 150 has been given. So now if it is true what YB Jeff said, it is now only 300 million. I want some kind of confirmation that out of the 300 million, we are still getting our 150. But that is very unlikely because we are talking about 20 projects, you know, yang terkendala in the whole of Malaysia. So that is the main thing I want to raise today. My concern is that because I really want to see this started next year. It has been 5 years now. We have come this far. There are many parts in Sungai Pinang now that we can start. We can identify those areas, those stretches, and start. Any questions?
So the MMK has agreed to start the project, even the location is not done yet?
Yes, at the last State Assembly sitting, Lau Chu Kiang said yes, it can be considered. But I think his main concern was the money.
But it's considered...
but I'm sure he will agree because we want this to move. Okay. And you know, just because there's one group of people or few people left, the entire project shouldn't be stalled. You know, we can always start first. And I believe once you start first, even those who are still haven't moved, they will see them. This one, basically, they are people and structures that did not need to be paid. For instance, I give you an example. In the Sungai Pinang, this project, RTD Phase 2, out of the structures, total of structure 120, 5 were places of worship. That means 2 masjid, 2 Indian temples, and 1 tokong. These 5 places, what happened is, because they are places of worship, they were the first target in 2008-2009 when we have the committee. This is our first, we're very sensitive, we want to settle the problem. And it was settled by re-delineating the river. If this is the river, the new river, let's say new river, the masjid, only this part is there. Now the river is here, but the new river has to be here. So this part of the masjid is blocking. Either we have to move the entire masjid or break it down, but we don't want to do that because these places have been here for so long. Generally for the Tokong and the Indian temple also. The Indian temple is this one here on the main road, next to the petrol station. This one, this is the biggest Indian temple, 100 years. What we did is, we asked the Perunding to move the boundary so we don't kacau the temple. And that is what this is. So some of the houses also were very minor and all that, we re-delineate. We don't want to affect them.
So this one is considered as settled already?
Settled. This one is not necessary to be looked at, but you need to have it to tally with the bilangan orang dan binaan. This is the one that we have to look into. But my target area, my focus area, I would say, is this. Focus area is this. This one will take time, but focus area is this.
So when are you targeting for the completion of relocation?
In fact, I've been saying from the middle of this year, I wanted it to be done by the end of this year. But it's already December 22 today, and this is the figure as of yesterday. That's why I wanted to have this press conference to let people know what the position is. We hope by the end of the year, but I can see this is quite slow. It was about 40 something, now it's only down to 36. So I still hope that it can be done in the nearest future. But now, instead of just anticipating that, I want to start the project first, and then at the same time simultaneously look into the to not waste time. I think that is what I'm trying to say today, something different. I want to adjust a bit our our position is adjusted a bit. No need to wait to complete. But still, the most important thing is the money. It's all about money. You don't have money, very susah.
Some water and